Hello, my name is Emre İnal, and in this video I will talk about how to use drop-down lists in Excel. Generally, in multiple user scenarios, you want the users of your spreadsheet to enter only some pre-designed values to certain cells. To achieve this, we will use something called data validation. Basically, what data validation does is to restrict what kind of values a user can enter into a cell. To create dropdowns, we will create some lists that has the values we want users to choose, and then use these lists for data validation. This will make the cell we restricted a dropdown list. To show an example, I have a scenario that includes a mobile application development company where the boss wants to assign smartphones to the developers. Smartphones can either be iOS or Android, and the company has several models available. Also, this company has 3 different offices, which are aliased as Alpha, Beta, and Omega for this example. First, we should create our lists. Here I have some data for dropdowns such as smartphone models available. I'm going to select all the data I want to be in the list and assign a name range for these using the box on the top left corner. Please notice that I'm giving the same name as the platform names, iOS and Android, for the smartphone models. This will come handy very soon. Now let's start. An office needs to be selected for the first column. To achieve this, we go to Data tab and select Data Validation. In the window that opened, we select List from this menu and input the named range we just declared for the offices as the source. Now we have a drop-down list. Notice that if I try to enter something else, it gives me an error. You can also change what kind of error it will give and what prompt it will show to the user from the data validation window. For smartphone type, I will do the same thing, but use the other named range we declared. For smartphone model, we need to create our list based on the smartphone type. We will use indirect function in order to achieve this. Remember, we named both the named range for this list and the platform the same. Here, the indirect function will get what is written into C2 cell, and since that name corresponds to the named range we declared, it will get that list into this cell. Just now, we used one input to generate one output, but to assign it to a developer, we need inputs from both Office and the smartphone type. We still haven't declared lists for the developers, and sadly, we can't use a table like this for the dropdowns. What we need is a list of each particular dropdown we will use, and for that, we will use something like this. To speed things up, I already created the list with the names above. Notice that I'm following a very specific naming convention. As you guessed, this will have this with the dropdown. By the way, you can check all your declarations from the name manager, which can be accessed by pressing Ctrl and F3. Returning to our Data tab, our job is now pretty simple. We just enter a combined indirect function from the list. When the both names are combined, it will give us the name of the named range. Now we can use drop-down list to fill up our form. That's it from me. Thank you and bye.